Smash that thumbs up.
Welcome to Love and Marriage DC. And smash the thumbs up button.
Love and Marriage. What is it? Ain't Love and Marriage DC?
It's shooting the shit. That's what it is. Did you
Welcome
forget?
to that. Let me say that one part. Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Love and Marriage DC season 1 finale. Yay.
Yay.
But before we start,
Smash that thumbs up button.
so it's the day after he got slop all on my glasses. Can me clean them because y'all know I can't see about nothing. So it's the day after Kevin left, and Winter is still there because everyone realized that Kevin was a liar and they really enjoyed Winter's song, so they were okay with her staying there.
Listen, it's a couples retreat. Winter, take your ass home.
Winter, the producer said Winter can't go nowhere because.
Listen, it's a couples retreat. You had a good night's sleep, get in your car and go the hell home. Let's carry this show without Winter. She's not a couple.
The producer said no. Everybody else is born.
Well,
Even though Winter didn't do nothing to this episode, but okay.
You know why? Because it was couple stuff. And she doesn't have a couple.
It was some BS. So Monique is having a crew come over to do IV therapy because they was up all night.
Bring that on me, Monique. I'm sorry, but yeah. Thank you, no thank you. I don't know if I want to do all that. That's a lot.
You don't want to do that? Well, I mean, she got them. She brought them there because they was all up drinking all night. But while they were getting hooked up, Ashley thought it would be a good idea to do a drinking game while they were getting their IVs, which don't that defeat the whole purpose of getting the IV?
What am I doing? I'm not
the IV.
I'm just saying, don't spring that on me. That's a thing that I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but I need to be in the frame of mind, like, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go get the thing done. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be like, hey, here's the IV lady. Don't do that. Well, just have some coffee and donuts. I'll work out the situation with what I did last night. You know, I'm not gonna drink beyond what I can handle.
Well, clearly it didn't matter because they sat up there and drank while they were getting it done, which I would think the IV people would be like, hey, you can't do that. Don't.
Why are you waking up playing drinking games? This ain't college. What is happening right now? Where's the bacon and the orange juice?
Well, her game sucked, okay? Because her game is called That's So You. And you're supposed to pick a card and say who it best describes, okay? And the first question was, we'll still be getting it in at 85. Quick little ass, the first one to jump up. Boy, your body break it down right now at 12, and you want to jump up. Sit your little ass down.
You know what I noticed about Quick in this particular episode? Got tiny little hands.
He got tiny little everything.
Like, super
I told you he looks like he's short was one thing, but he dressed and acted like a little kid to me.
His behavior is real.
Yeah. And then Ashley want to talk about Raina and Jamie, talking about, well, we know it ain't you because y'all not getting it in at 50.
This is why you don't be telling this type of shit to your friends. You go
see how that come back.
The friends ain't there. And then come to find out they're not even your friends. These are people you just met.
One of the other questions was who probably started having sex in elementary, which starts a debate. Well, Tasha was like, look, Neil was my first in high school. And so they was like, well, have you ever been with anybody else? And she was like, yep, you know, they both just stepped out on each other before. And Quick was like, well, you know, that's just like us.
Don't you find that to be a strange question, like elementary school? That's a whole different issue.
we're talking about someone you just said, this one jumping up, getting tequila at 8 o'clock in the morning. This one running around like he's still a little kid in the street.
All I'm saying is if you're having sex in elementary school, that's a different problem. We shouldn't be discussing it here.
Well, you know, they didn't get it. They thought it was funny. It was the little kids that came up with it, you know? So this whole thing about Quick was talking about when he first met and he was out cheating and they get into an argument because he was cheating on her when she was 19 and you know, at this point they weren't even dating. I don't even know why we're even having this whole discussion.
I want to know why we're pretending like they've just been cheating and when they first met. Like this has been a thing like.
Well, I think the only reason why Ashley really got mad is because Winter been saying your man been out here stepping out, and here go an instance where you're like, you was doing that? Well, then it got to be in your mind, but what else were you doing? But still at this point.
I feel like y'all been together 15 years and all that. Stop acting like that issue is something that happened when you first met. You've been together 15 years. He's a DJ. It's just a whole recipe for that. Come on.
I'm just like, I don't even know why we're having this argument about something that happened when you guys weren't even officially dating yet. Like y'all been married and got kids, and I feel like they wanted attention.
Was he cheating when he was gone for all them 15 hours DJing where he is working the whole entire time? Well, we still been trying to figure out how he did that without no time for nothing until he passed out.
I feel like this whole little thing with them getting into it about what happened back in the day was they wanted attention. Let's turn this about the Silvers. That's how I felt. And I wasn't there for it. Okay, so that night, the couples dressed up as celebrity couples. So we had Chris and Monique as Big and Kim.
Party up. I'm just curious.
Ashley.
This is her idea to dress up like, okay.
Arena and Jamie was Jay and Bay. Ashley and Quick was Ike and Tina. And then Tasha and Neil was Erykah Badu and Andre 3 Stats. Look, I like they outfits the best. I thought it was the most creative. I feel like.
Why you want to be Ike and Tina? I can understand why you would want to be Tina, but I wouldn't want to be Ike and Tina as a couple.
Girl, dudes always love being Ike. They weren't mad at Ike. Look, I feel like going back to the last thing with Tasha Neal, who came out with the dopest, as far as me, costume. I feel like going back to that question, they have an interesting story and they keep getting skipped over. She was going to break y'all off some information, but y'all keep skipping over it for some BS. Like next season, can we get into Tasha and Neil and get away from?
And it was weird because
other two?
You haven't gotten to that part, but I feel like every time, but even like last week, every time they got a good story, like you said, interesting something to offer, they edit this shit out, and you'd be like, well, wait.
Right. Like that right there. He was her first, and they was in high school, and they was finna talk about the whole stepping out, but you want to talk about Quick and Ashley stepping out at 19? That's what you want to show us?
Bullshit, which is bullshit.
Come on.
And it's not even no judgment. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's a 15-year marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If y'all have dealt with infidelity, let's don't act like it happened when y'all first got together. And then after that, it was never an issue.
Exactly.
They didn't even tell about it. Because I figure if it was happening 19 years ago or however long and I didn't know about it, well then, I mean, good.
Right.
I missed out on some emotional breakdown.
They ain't tell Winter what they was doing. So when she came in, they told her she was Yolanda Adams, okay? So we at this little thing, and Ashley is still acting like she's upset, which I'm like, I still call BS on all of this shit. Ashley and Quick is hosting this Q&A. And the thing was, if you met your spouse today, would you still marry them? Look, I don't want to play their games. I thought this was supposed to be fun couple thing. It isn't. We dressed up like couples. I thought we were going to do like a talent show or something. This sucked. I want to go home. I don't want to play with you guys. Okay. Why are we dressing up to have Q&A? That's what we
I
doing?
mean, I feel like you could ask that to any couple, and depending on what they're going through at that particular time.
Yeah, but damn the question. Damn that right now. Why are we dressing up as couples to sit in a room and do Q&As? That's not fun.
None of this was fun. I asked you whose party was this?
Ashley said her and Quick was the fun couple. I haven't seen fun yet. You guys lied to me.
Well, she's the person that's always bored. She damn sure not good at entertaining.
Well, she bored the hell out of me. I'll tell you what. Once again, can Tasha Neal run some stuff? Because this right here ain't getting it. Okay, so back to this stupid ass question. They asked him, Chris, like, I won't have it no other way. And then he started doing this long speech about how he never felt this way about anybody, including his college sweetheart. And she was special, and because, and he got cut off. Ain't nobody asked you about her, Chris. Why you bring her up? Okay. She was upset. She said you complimented her, and then you brought up an ex, an old flame. Okay. He apologized to her. He told her that he was his soulmate. And I mean, Chris, it was a dumb, stupid thing to do, but okay. Monique.
Was it though? Like, I don't get why. I mean, because I feel like depending on when you got in the relationship, like I know that there's other people that have come in your life that you felt the way about before me. Why is that so upsetting though?
Must have been something about that girl. You know what I'm saying? Something. She cut him off though. But then when it was her turn, Monique said she wouldn't marry him because the paper complicated things. And they should have just stayed soulmates, still had their kids, but she didn't want to be married to him. I was like, what do the paper complicate things? What do I have to do with anything? How's you signing the marriage license complicate things? That didn't make sense to me. That I just thought that was just me.
I don't understand where that particular emotion is coming from in Monique. Like, you would rather have his kids and don't be married to him, and you know, they don't even have anything complicated as it relates to the paperwork.
It didn't make sense what she said.
What does make sense though is that's why I said that. What does make sense is depending on what's going on in the relationship, you can ask couples that, and they're probably not even gonna have the same answer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, Jamie and what's the name?
Jamie and Raina both said yeah. Yeah. First of all, we already know what they're gonna say. They ain't finna let
they
you
better because they know, and that's another thing. Like, every dynamic is so different. They need to say yes, both of them, because if either one of them don't, it's gonna be an issue later on. Like, we not finna start no shit over here. We gonna
That's
say
why
yes.
Jamie said it real fast. Yep.
Come on.
Yep. Ain't doing it. Y'all can sit up here and act a fool if y'all want to. I'm not.
Right.
Yep.
This is how
Absolutely.
I've been married 20 years.
Yep.
I know when to shut the hell up.
Ashley said no, and she wouldn't have married him if she first met him because she had to teach him how to love and how to mature and how to be a husband.
But that wasn't the question. The question was, would you do it like again right now.
Again, would you do it again? They didn't say would you marry him at the same age you
Go
was.
back, right, right.
That's not what they
And
said.
so now that you spent all these years training him, that you put it, would you do it again?
Well, he said yeah. Of course, we knew he was gonna say yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he said,
Because he has no reason not to.
right. He said for all the same reasons why she say no was the reason why he said yes, because she loved him unconditional.
That
Okay.
makes perfect sense. I get it.
I kind of feel like they practiced what they were going to say back in the room. Okay. That's what I feel like.
It was her game.
It was her game. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I was like, the shit was a little bit too perfect, his comeback for me. I felt like you guys discussed this and then you're going to say this and blah, blah. I call BS on the Silvers. Okay. They irritate me this whole damn episode.
But I feel like I'm so confused by Monique, and I don't think it's for any of the reasons that other folks say. Like, it really don't have nothing to do with Chris necessarily. I feel like no matter who you married to, if it's a long time, at some point y'all gonna get on each other's nerves. You're never gonna always be, blissfully happy in marriage. But I feel like she's unhappy, like in general, Monique.
Because she's picking with everybody. It's not just Chris.
It's
She's
not just
fucking
him.
with Chris. She
And I
keeps some
honestly
shit
don't
going
feel
on
like
the
she
group.
has an issue with her marriage necessarily. She just, just looking for shit.
That's what I'm saying. She picking on shit in the group. You know what I'm saying? She just going down the road. But I don't know. She's irritating me this whole season too. She's irritating me. So we back at home and Chris and Monique is taking the kids horseback riding. But we couldn't just have a good moment with that because they want to talk about the marriage question that at the cabin or wherever the hell they was at. So Monique asked Chris, was he surprised about her answer? And I mean, he was hurt about it, you know what I'm saying? But then she starts going in on him that he needs to think before he talk, and for him to bring up the ex was disrespectful and it was embarrassing to her. And she went on this whole.
Oh, why was it embarrassing? That's what I'm saying. That don't make sense either.
That's what made me think, well, is there something about this ex that is more to it? Because you really got upset. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's that necessarily. Like I said, something is up with her that's got her really like unhappy with. Just like Chris is trying to figure out what he wants to do with himself.
Mm-hmm.
I think she don't really know what she want to do with herself either.
Well, Monique is never gonna say that. Monique is one of them people that always got shit together. She's gonna try to keep
that's part of the problem though, that she's feeling that pressure because she said something like she always feel pressure to be perfect or something. She said
she always trying to prove that she's valuable. Is what
right.
She said.
Right.
And then she started crying and he was holding her like a baby. Yeah. Okay. I mean, at this point, I'm tired of Monique. I'm sorry. And I don't know how many times Chris can just apologize before he just started getting mad. Like he apologized.
Well, I would say if I was Chris, I wouldn't know what the hell to say. Because I would feel like everything I say seems to set her up.
He apologized every single episode. Have we had one with him that he didn't have to apologize on? I don't think so. My phone is ringing. Do y'all hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
I was looking in here trying to figure out what. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like these whole love and marriage like shows are complicated because everyone puts on a front as if things are perfect, and everyone that is married or in a relationship knows that that's all the way bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard for us to,
Well, Let's get to the only interesting part in the whole episode. We at Arena and Jamie's house, okay? So little Jamie then told his parents the night before that he had court the next day.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. We talked about this last time, how
You wait, we at the end?
right, because I feel like this right here, how do you in a marriage, okay? So this is some real marriage shit right here.
Mhm.
How do you handle the fact that your kid is in super duper fucking trouble? I
Mhm.
don't know why he's trying to act like he ain't, but seems like it's not gonna be good for Jamie. I don't know. But you know, I do know a mother comes from a more nurturing perspective, and a father generally doesn't. That's not necessarily a Jamie thing. That's just
Right.
a, you know, society thing. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been interesting to see like how that was affecting them, because it
Right.
affects them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That would have been way more interesting than them niggas like over here doing IVs. And
come on.
you know what's crazy? As much as I think Jamie is a super duper asshole, like I also be feeling his energy. Like I feel like
Mhm.
the way he handles things sometimes would be the way I would probably handle him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, little Jamie caught a case back in 2021, okay? Regarding a weapon and some narcotics. Okay, he is looking at 9 charges. 9. He is looking between 5 to 25 years. Sitting up there looking just like Jamie. Did you? I mean, I was looking at him like, Lord, he is
Right
fit
here,
image
like
of his daddy.
when you see somebody like trying to come up out of the mud and
Yeah.
they make bad decisions based on what the hell else do I have to lose? Jamie, you should have been at somebody's college somewhere trying to get you some trade school learning how to DJ. Why are we sending trying to send the other child to DJ school? Send this one to DJ school. He's cute and probably very charming. I don't know, because they decided not to let us see that part of their
Right.
life. But
Right.
you out here with weapons and narcotics charge.
Yeah. He was out here. He got 9 charges. I would like to know what the other ones are. Like he did some stuff. I don't know, but it went down. Whatever it was, it went down. Okay. So they telling him,
So, and I'm so mad because, you know, like you said, he got brothers and sisters. How is that like affecting their families?
right, right. Well,
And
we
it's
don't
not
know.
like you're trying to keep it a secret, because we seen you talk about it, so it's not a secret.
Right, right. Well, they trying to tell him to push the fact that you've been working, you know, push the positives, that this was just a one-time mistake, and you know now you working and you doing good, and it'll never happen again. And I'm like, he a black man finna go to court, and I don't think it don't work that good for us.
And I hate that narrative, but it
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
if that's the route we're trying to sell, if we're trying to sell Jamie as this changed kid like that, then he might need to run through the barbershop right quick.
Absolutely. I mean, unfortunately, it's the truth, you know?
And that ain't gonna help, but
It's not, but it ain't helping with the braids either, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? He could at least had them braided back nice and neatly or something, but yeah.
I mean, when you got to work within the system, none of that shit is gonna work. It's not. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
But if you trying to work within the system and you're going with he's a good kid, is he? Because he was out here with some weapons and some narcotics.
Yeah. And y'all ain't saying what kind of narcotics. Y'all just said
It
narcotics.
don't matter.
Well, he probably would have got a little less if it was just weed, but clearly it can't be that. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not a narcotic. Where are they at? In DC?
In DC. It ain't, if it ain't legal.
I don't know what the rules are everywhere. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just feel like
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, it's legal now,
You
but it
better
wasn't
hope that's
legal
all
a
it
couple
was.
years
You better
ago.
hope that's all it was.
I don't
Because if
think
that's
it
all
was.
it was, then maybe he got a chance. I
I
don't know.
don't think it was though, because he got all the 9 charges. I'm just saying, if you had to pick one, that would be the one I would
That
hope
would be the
that
one
he
that
had.
probably won't get you. You know,
Yeah.
you could be like, he's a good kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had weed.
That might
Weed
actually
is
work.
legal in damn near all these states, but not
Everywhere.
here. But we understand he been in Detroit, and here in Detroit, you know, he forgot because it's legal there. You know, I'm just saying. Okay, so Raina talk about, you know, she's pretty much having a flashback because her dad, he had went to prison when she was 7 years old, and she missed out having a dad growing up, and he ended up dying in prison. And you know, you die in prison, there is no goodbyes, there was no funerals. She missed out on all that. So she is scared that Jamie is moving in that same direction that she saw her father go in. So yes, that's sad.
That's traumatizing. That
Yeah.
in itself is traumatizing.
Yeah. So we go to court. Little Jamie girlfriend was there. She could have dressed up too. We find out that the case was moved up to circuit court, and he's being charged with a misdemeanor and felony charges, and he's being indicted on his felony charges. So at this point, we starting over at a whole new level, and he may be facing mandatory non-parolable jail time. Okay. So the only thing his lawyer could tell him at this point is stay out of trouble, stay clean. It ain't look good.
That ain't gonna help at this point.
It's not. It don't look good.
I mean,
I'm gonna try to look it up and see if I find out, like, you know, what's going on like present day, but that it don't look good, you know.
that sucks.
So we at Ashley book release party, child. Monique talking about, I'm here to support Ashley, but I'm going through a lot and it's frustrating. I'm like, girl, shut down. Stop it. Attention whore. Ashley showed up with a baby doll dress and ponytails. She need to go. She was talking all that mess about Raina.
Her decolletage, like it really wasn't. She needed.
Someone needs to show her how to dress her figure. I've been looking at that the whole season. I'm like, she really don't know how to dress herself.
No. But
And
she's Ashley.
You talked about at Raina in the first season, but you really need to go see. Well, I mean, I know she has a different figure, but you need to learn how to dress your figure because it's not. You're very heavy chested, and so you got to know how to dress that.
Yeah, because them titties was hanging all the way.
Every time, even when she's sitting down in the confessional, they be hanging. Child. Anyway, Winter was just happy to be there and not beefed out with anybody. Okay, so she was on her, okay, y'all, I'm here. Quick told the guys he had a surprise for Ashley. He don't think nobody said nothing but self for maybe Jamie, because he said Jamie tell his wife everything. I said, because he in a real relationship. But okay.
Because they're like brother and sisters. That's what you do. Like brother, everything.
So Raina and Jamie sneak off to the bathroom for a quickie. Gross. That's nasty. Let me tell you, I hate a public bathroom anyway. I'm definitely not gonna go in there and have a quickie. That's nasty. But
Well,
they
nasty
trying to
part
be
was,
spontaneous.
Bathroom. I don't know if it was a luxurious bathroom. I don't know.
I don't
But
like
what I do
public
know
bathrooms.
is don't make the announcement. If you're gonna do it, like just go do it.
They trying to bring their spontaneous back. So do that because y'all got to do that. But okay. So Ashley say her.
It does smell like this in there.
Ashley say her speech. And then her speech, she talk about, you know, what she say to us. So she just She just want to be Ashley, not nobody's mom, not nobody's wife, just Ashley. I'm like, but that's what make you Ashley. Ain't that part of you? But okay. So she read an excerpt from her book and then she reveals her cover. And then after all her getting her equipment and her applause and everything, Quick comes up and he says,
Oh, you forgot. What's the name of the book? Do That Shit.
I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do that shit.
Ashley, meet Martell. Martell, meet Ashley. Martell over here doing shit. You doing the shit. Y'all just do the shit together.
Ugh, golly. Quick say this speech. He talk about how he never went down on a knee 15 years ago. He get down, he give her a ring. He said he's gonna sing. Tank pops up out the blue. He starts singing. Don't have Tank sing for me. None of this shit was romantic.
Look here, don't propose to me at my baby reveal party. Don't propose to me at my book reveal. Can I?
No,
He just totally hijacked her moment.
I got here. I feel like he hijacked her moment.
That
He
was
took
so
the
whack.
attention away from
Why
her.
did he do that?
Because he didn't want her to have the attention. He made the attention all about him. He took her attention right away.
I
And
was so
say,
annoyed
hey.
by that.
The whole time he was doing it. They were talking, hey, Ashley, my wife, hey, Ashley. Every time she say something, he had to bring attention to himself. He is a attention whore. He did not let her have her day.
Like, I don't know about do that shit, but can you let her do her shit? That was just so rude.
That was rude. And her dumb ass didn't even catch on to it. I mean, if it's that easy.
Maybe she did when she watched that shit back. The way, I don't know. I just thought, like I said, they'll be proposing to me or re-proposing to me at my baby reveal, not at my book signing, not at any other event for anything. Why don't you hire somebody to come make an event? Because that's what you decided you wanted to do.
Then you got the bootleg Tank to come do it for all of the people. You ain't got Tank. I don't even know that song. Did you know that song he was singing?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess. They did that shit.
It's not my go-to.
No. You could have got my boy from the Shine. What's some little Jason Weaver come sign to me before you get tired. Don't do that.
Oh, damn, Tank.
Yeah, Jason Weaver, Love Ambition. Yeah. So next week is the reunion. And the question was asked to Winter, do she have any text messages, photos of Jamie and Quick cheating? And she said, yeah. So the war is back on between all of them. So we'll see what she got next week, child. Then you gonna close us out?
I don't like
You
these
sure?
background checks and bringing text messages and shit. Like, where would she get that from? The other bitch that's out there sharing.
That real estate person. They both know.
Realtor.
Yeah.
The same one for two was using.
Yeah.
Oh,
He told me I could go
he
ahead
doing a whole lot. I can't imagine walking around with text messages from somebody else's shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, your husband was texting this lady. Like, what do I need that for? I don't even want to see the text. Don't get me in it.
I'm glad this season is over. I'm just glad. I don't want to see Ashley and her heavy titties no more. I'm tired of Monique complaining and whining. I used to really like Monique. I'm really not liking her.
I mean, I still like her. I I don't understand
Irritate me.
I don't understand what she was trying to do in this moment.
Hopefully she go back and watch this, and instead of being on the defensive mode, because there's a lot of people feeling the way, she go back and sit back and evaluate how she looked this season and come back.
I just feel like
better.
everything like from episode 1 was about share your marriage and your marriage secrets and sex therapy and I didn't.
Let's not do that. Let's
do
not do
that.
that next season. Let's come back, regroup.
Let's just see
watch
what people are being regular.
Yeah, let's redo it, y'all. Let's just start over. This was a test run. I'm giving you, it's your first season. It's a test run. Let's come back and be better next season. Okay, y'all? Ashley, go find a stylist.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. And on that note, y'all go ahead, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Bye, y'all.